Jordan EC3, the Briscoes.
She recently changed his game plan to a more ground-based game plan and made him even more dangerous.
Quick tag though. Oh!
To wrestle.
The damage that he has to endure to try and get the win again, it doesn't go to his end of being a world champion. I think that's the point he was trying to make as the wheelbarrow. Oh! Tag team battle. Oh, jawbreaker.
No matter how big or how strong you are, that jawbreaker will set you on your knees.
Back fist misses. Psycho Boy. Psycho Boy. And the strikes are connecting.
Oh, Gordon's got a chair.
Oh, he's looking for the cutthroat driver. He's looking for the cutthroat driver. We haven't seen that in years. Gordon threw in that chair. Oh!
Did you see that?
What the hell was that? EC3 has no idea.
He doesn't know that he did it. He's gonna get the victory. He's gonna get
2,
oh man.
3.
EC3 has no clue what just happened.
The Mecca, Bryan Johnson, PCO.
And we were hoping to be somebody that could shut up Bryan Johnson. Oh God, look at this. Loving blows to the back, to the midsection.
Oh, that seems like a pretty good idea. He's a multi-time championship winner.
Absolutely.
Of course.
And PC.
Wait a second!
Oh my God!
Is it malfunction?
He's malfunctioning.
Oh
no!
It seems to have worked, so good job me.
What is he doing?
Whatever he wants.
Prohibit him from talking.
Yes.
Oh God!
Danhausen's attempt to silence him tonight.
Can only hope. Oh, clothesline! And Johnson charging in and taking out the monster. PCO, master of those strikes, sends Johnson off the rope. Pop-up powerbomb!
Wow. Do I have to say his name?
PCO Salt! Cover 2 and 3!
What? Are you kidding me?
How did he do that?
I've never seen anybody kick out of that.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
This is exactly
wait
what
a minute.
Danhausen needs to see.
The death, is it? That's the Destro death grip! Right on that pressure point under the tongue, the Destro death grip!
Crushing him.
Yes.
Oh, God, he's
And
crushing.
now he's trying to separate the jaw!
Yes.
Separating the jaw!
Oh, my God.
Take those teeth for Danhausen.
Quinn McKay.
Look at those muscles. Look at those abs.
Angelina Love.
Hammerlock and a double leg takedown from the back from Angelina Love. And that wrestling was great. I don't like the disrespect that's being shown to Quinn McKay right now.
No, I think it caught her by surprise for sure.
Oh, it sends Angelina out the
wow.
other side. Good for you, Quinn. Nice drop down from Quinn McKay. Leapfrog. Side headlock takeover from Quinn. Quinn back in control here. She's trying to. She's not trying to win the match. She's trying to humiliate
Here's
her.
the thing, like these things, she doesn't have to do. She doesn't have to do these things. Just see that.
Oh,
And
come
then,
on!
of course, that's ring awareness.
Quinn, do you give up?
Koji clutch applied. Quinn.
Wait, did she let it go? Good.
And it's Angelina.
There you
Jawbreaker!
go.
Jawbreaker!
There you go. That's the opening she needs.
Quinn creates an opening, creates some space. Oh, no, come on. Mandy Leon.
Again.
Behind the back of Todd Sinclair.
It's
Turn
supposed
around,
to be
Quinn,
a one-on-one
turn around.
contest. Quinn.
Botox
There you
injection
go.
misses. Misses with the Botox injection. Power slam.
yeah,
Power slam.
she got
Off the
him.
leg.
She got it.
2
1,
and
2.
Just a 2 count. Oh, she is losing
Yep.
steam.
She's losing it. Count it, ref. Count it. Don't. She's baiting you. Dang it.
Quinn.
Oh, focus, Quinn.
Botox injection.
Crap. Oh.
Hooks the leg.
Dang.
The winner of this match, Angelina Love.
Hi, I'm Quinn McKay, and today is another huge episode as we'll go over everything happening in Ring of Honor and end the show with an exclusive match. Primal Fear will face the team of Dante Caballero, Eric Martin, and Will Ferrara in six-man tag action. And 1/3 of the ROH six-man champs, Shane Taylor, will be at commentary with his eye on the competition. Shane wants to give anyone and everyone a shot at the belts. And if you ask me, surveying the newcomers at ROH is a great place to start. Now, something that should be addressed before we continue. On the latest episode of ROH TV, you saw my in-ring debut against Angelina Love. I was, again, as you saw, ultimately unsuccessful, and I'm devastated. That was my ticket to gold and the Women's Championship tournament this summer, and I lost it. And the worst part about it is that it was my own ego that got in the way. Like, it was within my grasp, and my anger at Mandy Leon distracted me. So, lesson learned. That certainly won't be happening ever again. You see, I'm a very quick study, and I'm very resourceful. I may have lost that ticket to gold in my first match in Ring of Honor, but I think it's pretty safe to say that it won't be my last. Moving right along, on the latest edition of TV, EC3 and Flip Gordon teamed up against Mark and Jay Briscoe. EC3 was able to get a huge pinfall victory over Mark Briscoe, with help from Flip illegally using a chain behind the ref's back, and also behind EC3's back. So let's hear from EC3 following the bout. I'm Quinn McKay, backstage at Ring of Honor, and we just saw something kind of incredible because we just saw Flip Gordon and EC3, who don't typically team together, overtake the Briscoes. So I suppose, EC3, that congratulations are in order on your win, albeit at the assistance, I guess that you could say, of Flip Gordon?
Regardless if I like Flip Gordon, the mercenary, or I don't, as a tag team, you were supposed to be there for each other. The objective is to win. Today we were victorious against the Briscoe brothers. Still a lot of unfinished business, especially with Jay Briscoe, but yeah, happy for the win.
And you know, I really respect that, but I don't think that necessarily applies to the chain that Flip used, because he got the...
Chain. Chain.
Yes. On his hand.
I will leave in silence, but I assure you there will be violence.
Silence. One of mine and everyone's least favorite people, the Mecca, Bryan Johnson, issued an open challenge recently, and on the latest edition of TV, that challenge was answered by none other than the Canadian Frankenstein, PCO. I couldn't have been happier when Danhausen introduced PCO as Bryan's opponent for the night. PCO was victorious. However, we have to give Bryan credit, as he somehow kicked out of PCO's moonsault, and not many people can say that they've done that, so let's get post-match comments from both men. I'm Quinn McKay, backstage at Ring of Honor, and this is a disgruntled Bryan Johnson. I'll be honest, I didn't expect to see you. I thought that you would be at the trainer's table.
You didn't think.
Well, I was a little...
No one thought that a monster was going to show up. I told every single person that it was Mecca versus everybody, and I meant it. I belong in this damn place, and I've been scratching and crawling for too damn long. And you send a monster to embarrass me, Ring of Honor? I swear to God, as I stand here as the Mecca Bryan Johnson, I've looked a monster in the eye, and I'm still standing. This company will be run by the Mecca. It's just a matter of when.
I'm Quinn McKay, backstage at Ring of Honor, and you know who this is. This is PCO. That was an incredible match against Bryan Johnson, but I am a little confused about how Danhausen got set up with you.
Danhausen?
Yeah,
Yes, you rang?
Not creepy.
Danhausen here.
Not creepy at all. Why did you set up this match with PCO against Bryan Johnson?
Well, as most people here, Danhausen loves nothing more than to see Bryan Johnstone get decimated, much like he has by Danhausen many times. Johnstone. So, Danhausen looked for the most evil-looking fellow in the back.
Clearly.
like so. And he said, how about you go decimate this fellow out there who will not stop talking? Make him rue the day. And then Danhausen might have got some teeth out of it as well.
Oh, so you booked a book by its cover.
Precisely.
Okay, I guess that's smart.
Yes, Danhausen has a good brain, so pretty smart, pretty evil.
Congratulations, PCO. It was an incredible win over Bryan Johnson, regardless of the book stuff. The main event of the upcoming episode of ROH TV will see two guys, one tag explode in a fireworks display of self-destruction as Josh the Goods Woods will go one-on-one with his mentor, the last real man, Silas Young. At ROH's 19th anniversary, we saw Silas shockingly turn on his protege, costing Josh his match with Dalton Castle and hurting his chances of getting a title match anytime soon. Former partners and friends will collide this weekend, and Silas will probably be mean. So let's take a closer look.
You know, it's funny. Last few days, last week or so, it doesn't really matter how long it's been. I keep hearing, why, Silas? Why did you do what you did to Josh Woods? It's a good question. Why did I? I mean, look at me. I'm a former Ring of Honor World Television Champion. Not only am I a former champion, I'm one of a handful of guys that held that title on multiple occasions. I was flourishing as a singles wrestler, and what did I do? I put my own needs to the side. I wasn't selfish. I did something for the company. Better yet, I did something for Josh Woods' career. Because let's be honest, before 2G1T, before I took Josh under my wing, no one gave a damn about Josh Woods. So after I unselfishly decide to help this guy, decide that Josh Woods is worth teaching, he's worth my time to teach him not just about pro wrestling inside the ring, but outside the ring, the thinking that goes into what becoming a serious, great professional wrestler is all about. And that's how he pays me back. I ask one thing of him. One thing, and what does he do? He blows me off. He thinks he has learned every single thing he has to learn from me. And that's fine, Josh. We're all men. We all have the right to make our own decisions. But every decision has a repercussion. And this right here is your repercussion. And whether you like it or not, I still got a few more lessons I'm gonna teach you.
Hey Josh, you could take a seat, please. Can you tell us your thoughts on Silas Young?
Also this weekend in ROH TV, we'll see a rankings battle royal. ROH wrestlers that are not currently in any singles division rankings will battle it out, and the last two standing will face off on a future episode of ROH TV. The winner of that match will have the opportunity to choose between the pure division and the television division, and will be ranked in whichever division they so choose. Speaking of rankings, the OGK have been at the top of the tag team rankings for a long time. And after their recent victory on ROH TV over the Beer City Bruiser and Ken Dixon, it is now signed and sealed, and it will be delivered in 2 weeks on ROH TV. That's right, Mike Bennett and Matt Taven will challenge for the ROH World Tag Team Championships against the Foundation's Rhett Titus and Tracy Williams. Fortunately for the OGK, Righteous leader Vincent is on hiatus, and for the first time in a long while, Taven can focus on getting gold. Speaking of the Righteous, let's hear from them now, but still without Vincent.
Gone, but not forgotten, and that's the thing. You see, Vincent may be in the wind, and the seat at the top of the mountain may be empty, but we can still hear the thunder, man. And while he's not gone, his hand is still guiding the knife. Dutch, a mountain of a man with no conscience, a hollow human. Vita, twist the world in a knot if allowed. And me, I was born with the devil in me. And when we do something, we're gonna do it well, and we're gonna leave something real witchy behind.
The faction warfare doesn't end there. La Faction and Gobernable have proven time after time that they will do whatever it takes to humiliate others and create chaos. Their lawless actions have resulted in fines in the past, but for the first time, the ROH Board of Directors have suspended LFI without pay from competing inside an ROH ring for the month of May. This decision comes after the heinous attack on Amy Rose at the 19th anniversary and the constant brawling that breaks out during matches. Specifically, a few weeks ago after their match with Violence Unlimited, resulting in the destruction of property and causing injuries to bystanders. Basically, they are all legit nuts. Let's hear from the ROH World Champion regarding the suspension, and you'll see what I mean. I'm Quinn McKay, backstage at Ring of Honor, and in a rare turn of events, Roosh has agreed to an interview. No LFI, just Roosh. Roosh, I have a few questions for you. As I'm sure you know, you have been suspended from action without pay from Ring of Honor. The rest of your matches has been canceled.
Say again.
You've been suspended without pay from action.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean...
¿De qué chingados están hablando? Yo soy el campeón.
I didn't...
Tell me why.
Well, okay, there was the cable wrapping and the chairs, and then you speared Amy Rose.
¿De qué están hablando? Yo soy el campeón.
Let's talk Women's Division Wednesday because I want to. Last week, we saw a singles match between Righteous member Lita Von Star and former Women of Honor champion Sumi Sakai. Sumi was victorious, but afterwards, Vita attacked Sumi, leaving her laying and showing that she is a force, albeit a dishonorable one, in the new women's division. We also saw Board of Directors member Maria Kanellis-Bennett give the first wrestler the ticket to gold. Roxy received the ticket and is officially the first athlete entered into the ROH Women's Championship Tournament this summer. Let's take a look at when Maria called up Roxy because it was super cute.
I thought that match that you had, the tag match, and partnering with someone like Max, you really stuck out to me in that match.
Really?
And so because of that, I would like to give you a ticket to gold and have you be one of our entrants into the women's tournament.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for your hard work.
Of course, being at Ring of Honor is like a dream, so thank you so much.
We'll see another wrestler given the ticket to gold tomorrow after our new women's division match debuts. In that match, we'll see 2 more ROH debuts, and these ladies are ready to show the world that they belong. It's the Afro Punk Trish Adora versus the Lucha Baddie Miranda Alizé. Remember, That's on our official YouTube page and starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. Also be sure to join us tomorrow on Twitter for the hashtag ROHWD Watch Party. And of course, we're always putting out new content. The weekly articles on ROHWrestling.com include A Dose of Colemanism with Caprice Coleman, The Other Side with Kellyanne, The Eck-Files delivers breaking news on a constant basis, and Kevin Eck also drops the ROH Strong podcast every Monday. The latest guest is Violence Unlimited member Chris Dickinson, and I'm sure that it's very violent. Dickinson talks about working with Brody King, Homicide, and Tony Deppen in Violence Unlimited, and his history with each of them. Growing up an ROH fan, and the ROH match that inspired him to become a pro wrestler, being involved in intergender wrestling, which is super cool, his infamous match against Kimber Lee and how it affected his career, the role PCO played in his career, wrestling in Japan, and honestly I could go on and on and on, so check it out. Our YouTube page is always being updated, and right now you can see the Tony Deppen-Tracy Williams ROH Television Championship match in full without commercial breaks. This title change shocked the world, and the war between Violence Unlimited, the Foundation, and La Facción Ingobernable is far from over. And I'm hearing rumors that we'll see Violence Unlimited square off with the Foundation in 8-man tag action very soon on ROH TV. Speaking of TV, Best on the Planet is our 24/7 streaming channel. You can find Best on the Planet in the live TV section of the Sturt or Plex apps, which are available in all major app stores. It's ROH all day, every day, and definitely worth checking out if you haven't already. Share your thoughts and opinions, as always, about all things ROH in our Facebook group and hashtag #ChooseYourHonor. Also check shophonor.com for t-shirts, hats, DVDs, and lots of different various collectibles. And remember, ROH TV this weekend will be an absolute banger. And next week, right here on Week by Week, we'll see world famous CB facing Wheeler Yuta in a Pure Rules exclusive match. But right now, it's time for this week's exclusive match. Primal Fear versus Eric Martin, Dante Caballero, and Will Ferrara in 6-man tag action. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and hit the little bell down below. I'm Quinn McKay, and I'll see you next week on Week by Week.
Welcome, everyone, to Ring of Honor Week by Week. We are here at the UMBC Event Center, Baltimore, Maryland, with this huge exclusive 6-man tag team bout. Ian Riccaboni, Caprice Coleman, and we are joined by the Ring of Honor World 6-man tag team champions, Shane Taylor, Moses Khan, Shane Taylor Promotions. We got Shane Taylor on the headsets, and this is a great showcase between 6 young men looking to break in the World 6-man tag team competition.
This is an ROH Week by Week exclusive match. It's a 6-man tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Team number 1 at a combined weight of 545 pounds. Matthew Omen, Gabriel Hunter, Adrian Soriano, Primal Fear.
I'd like to thank you once again for joining us here. Primal Fear getting a big opportunity here, Shane.
Absolutely. You know, this whole roster is full of guys like this, young, hungry, ready to prove themselves, and that's exactly why Shane Taylor Promotions is out here to give everybody that has been told no their chance to prove that they have.
And Primal Fear, 3 young men, Caprice, that I've known very well. I was at the world famous Monster Factory before these men looked like this, before they got battle tested, before they got the muscles and put on the weight, did the work. These guys have really been trying to prove it year in and year out. I'm so glad they're here. They're going to get a shot against 3 young men from the Ring of Honor Dojo system.
These opportunities don't come a lot, man, so you make the best of them. And you got 6 guys that has continued to do that. And this guy right here in the middle, he's seen the stars in all of them.
Their opponents at a combined weight of 594 pounds. The team of Dante Caballero, Eric Martin, and Will Ferrara.
Dante Caballero, Eric Martin, and Will Ferrara. Will Ferrara, of course, the lead trainer at the Ring of Honor Dojo, but it's easy to forget this young man's barely 30 years old. I don't even believe he's 30 yet.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, man. He's had a hand in everybody in this ring. And for him to be on that side is a great thing, and I'm also excited to see Will Ferrara back in the ring.
Absolutely.
Nice
and like you said, he's seen them all come and go.
Nice to see him in that gauntlet just a couple of weeks ago, the pure gauntlet. Primal Fear, who had a really star-making performance against Mexa Squad in their Ring of Honor Oh, look at this. That Ring of Honor debut. That's how it's going to be with Primal Fear, huh?
Does familiarity breed contempt?
We're starting things out with Hodder and Eric Martin. Hodder, the man with the ponytail. Eric Martin, the man in the Ring of Honor dojo, black with white trim.
He's one of the bigger guys in the dojo as well.
Absolutely, standing 6'3" tall. And Hodder probably the more well-rounded, if I had to describe.
That's not gonna work.
The three. Oh! Nice drop down, tries to catch him. Leapfrog and a beauty. Eric Martin, hip toss, sends Hodder down. Arm drag takeover. It's going to be interesting to see the clash of styles here.
If you think about it, not too long ago, SOS was in these situations.
Prove themselves, absolutely. Nice drop down. And again, a leapfrog. This time trying to catch Martin. It's Martin. Looking for a backslide, gets it.
Nice roll through.
Hodder sweeping the leg. Pushing out of the lateral press there. It is Hodder.
Hodder's a move ahead.
But Martin seems to be able to read and react. That's something that Ferrara is teaching them at the dojo, how to just react to your opponent.
That's what I mean, man. Every one of these guys are so athletic.
And like you said earlier, man, a lot of times all these guys need is an opportunity to show who they are. And what you're saying that, hey, I'm giving these guys every opportunity they could ever want by allowing these guys to fight for the six-man titles if they can win.
Everybody should want to be a champion here. Everybody should want to fight the baddest. That's what ROH was built.
Nice single leg there from Matthew Omen. But Dante Caballero with the hammerlock here. And Caballero's been making his mark. He's been traveling to Texas as of late. He's competing in Mexico and Puerto Rico.
Down my neck of the woods. Okay.
And the good thing about Caballero is that he's been wrestling for a long time, but he went back to the dojo, stripped everything he had, and said, hey, teach me all over again. That speaks a lot about his character.
Oh! And Soriano now the legal man, and Caballero.
Nice anticipation.
Rolling through with the cradle, too. Ducks to the right. Off the rope, shoulder tackle, and Caballero is a powerhouse.
Yeah, he dug deep and stood his ground. That's how he was able to get that shoulder tackle.
A gallo fuerte, as he would say.
I would not ask for Will. He's about to go to school. Somebody needs to get their notebook out. Will's about to take the show to school.
Here we go, Will Ferrara back in the ring. For the backslide, Will Ferrara finds a way out, but holds on to the wrist, maintains control. Nice snapmare from Soriano.
Okay.
Oh.
The disrespect, and
Okay.
I love it.
It's a temporary victory there.
Trying to get into his head here.
He's like, let me show you how this works, guys.
You just got to let them know it's real sometimes.
Yep.
There's only one man in this ring that's competed at Madison Square Garden.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You just give Will some time.
I wouldn't.
Look at he can't even get it on him.
Hammerlock there in the side headlock. Soriano trying to fight out of it, maintains control of the wrist, sneaks under. Nice.
Look at that. That's a pull through with a man. Will complicates the simple technicalities in wrestling.
You just call it a Ferrara.
Oh! Uh-oh. And you know what, though? That's how you know you're under Will's skin, because Will doesn't break like that. He doesn't break that easy. So for him to have that kind of reaction and return that kind of volley, Soriano must have hit a nerve there. Knee to the midsection, that'll stop almost anything. Tag made.
Didn't see it.
And
maybe he did.
Follows him right out, but it's Hodder.
No, that was smart.
Numbers game. Boys, keep an eye on that.
You got to think the winner of this match will certainly assert themselves at the top of the rankings and contendership
I
for the
hope
Ring
they
of Honor
do.
World
That's a
Six-Man
nice
Championship.
kick by Shane there. And right here, what you see in Will Ferrara getting isolated, it kind of reminds me of the isolation that Mexican Squad had you and Shane at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't on my game that night, but that's why we're the baddest team in ROH. That's why we're still the six-man tag team champions. It is not on me to go out there and throw for 300 yards a game, right? This is why they're here. This is what they do.
Oh! Awesome backbreaker, too! Soriano almost with the 3.
And I think it was definitely a testament of Moses and Khan, how they were able to pick up the slack and still get the victories and retain the titles.
Absolutely. This is all about their growth, about them learning and growing and being better and better each time we go out there.
And speaking of tag team combinations, we're seeing some great continuity with Primal Fear.
Yeah.
And Will, you know, we talked about Kenny King, you know, the betrayal. Oh, and how that may have changed your viewpoint in that 6-man tag cover, too.
Oh,
man.
There's an advantage in isolating the captain of the team because the guy that's calling the shots is in trouble.
Right, you know, off the whole game plan.
Yeah, so this is very smart by Primal Fear.
It reminds me again of the match at 19th anniversary. Shane, Kenny King, it betrayed you, and it's got to still be weighing heavy on your mind. The way, you know, it was clear that SOS stepped up to the plate. They delivered in a big way.
As they should.
But it pained us to see you. We could see you visibly struggling with some of the mental aspects, and that's not you.
There's 2 ways to go about this. There's the guy that I'm trying to be and the guy that I was. Both of those guys can exist at the same time.
That's it. Perfect.
So it's decided what I want to do. Here's Will.
Whoa!
Oh!
Nice. Hodder sent into Omen. And Caballero.
Will's going to dig deep, make that tag.
Tag made to Soriano. Soriano might be able to, and he does. Waistlock stops Ferraro from making the tag up and over. Goes through the legs, makes the tag. Dante Caballero in. Caballero using that strength. Charging in, collapsing. Now Hodder. Hodder into Soriano. Back elbow. Charging in. Up and over.
You see him take that position. I mean, he was like, I can try this, and it's going to work. It worked for him.
2-for-1 special here. Caballero. Sends Soriano down 2. Omen looking to break it up. Unforced error there.
Unforced error is also evident. These guys know each other. They're able to anticipate each other's moves and cut it off before it happens.
Onto the shoulders here. Martin, super kick. Caballero, gut buster. And Martin.
All the way through. Beautiful.
Hooks the leg. 2. Oh, and Hodder breaks it up.
He broke it up and had to go through Caballero to do that, and Caballero knew where to be at, and he was still able to break that count. So it's very smart on both guys.
And the passion you're seeing from everybody here, this is what I'm talking about. All the guys at the top are comfortable. You know what I mean? These are the guys that are going to bring that fight to you every single night.
And Martin Northern Lights with the bridge.
Beautiful bridge roll
floats
through.
over. Oh, go to that Boston Crab. That's the move Ferrara teaches them at the dojo. That's the move that he wants to have them use to try and win matches with. Oh, Ferrara speaking up, sent to the outside, into the barricade. On the inside, Martin taking out Soriano.
Soriano does not have his legs on him. That boot took him out.
Martin. Oh, no. Plants it down.
I think that's it, Rick Abani. That'll do it.
2.
Yep.
Primal Fear picks up the win.
Well done.
The winners of this match, Primal Fear.
Oh, yeah.
Primal Fear picking up a victory. Hodder, Soriano, Omen, their first win in Ring of Honor.
That's teamwork right there. It was the cohesiveness of this team that was able to bring out the victory.
Well, I'm going to put you on the spot, Shane. These young men want a heck of a match. You be comfortable giving them a shot at the 6-man titles?
Absolutely. This is what we do. If anybody wants it, they can come get it.
Look at there. Moses Khan at Primal Fear.
Y'all got one win and you talking already?
Primal Fear, they want the shot. They want the shot at the 6-man title.
The baddest team in all of Ring of Honor.
And that's a match I hope we see. Primal Fear, SDP.
Don't
hopefully
get your careers ended before they start,
We got to
boys.
go for Shane quick. Caprice on me and happy wrestling, everybody.
Where's my popcorn?
Don't get them ended before they start.